Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in. Me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on. Hey, couple of beds up in my.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
The kickoff for Green Bay.
And we are underway in Buffalo. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Roberts on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A surprising move here. On the opening drive of the game, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Aaron Jones.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Bills 0. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
4-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches.
Now 3rd and less than a yard.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
Allen.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
And incomplete. sets up 4th down.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt.
38-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
Rodgers pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
For a Buffalo Bills. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They run here with Singletary. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
now Allen. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The ball carrier. Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a Packer first down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard.
Rodgers pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And that makes it 14-10.
It is good. Makes the score Packers 14, Bills 10. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defensive. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
To Aaron Jones. A gain of 7 yards.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and they'll force the incompletion.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a run with Singletary. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
from the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Jerry Hughes on the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He sets up the screen to Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Allen. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From midfield, here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll go again to Jones. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.